I won, Mally. I won.
Which one would you get?
I won.
She's like, what did you get?
Yes, I won. I won.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Look at you trying to be all clever and stuff. It ain't working out.
Shit.
You mess with the bull, you get the horn.
I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna sneak and get some good photos.
You mess with the bull, you get the horn.
Definitely during the live stream, I will be like, when he's like talking or something, be like, feel free to Photoshop whatever.
Well, at least we know that our microphone audio is horrible, which is important.
That's great.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna say it.
You should always let us know when our microphone is.
Yeah,
really,
stream
really
S
bad.
keeps popping.
I figured it was a consequence of being in the same room. I don't know.
No. Do we sound okay now?
Test.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Oh yeah. Much better.
Welcome
you
to
were
Side
in
Scrollers,
an
everybody.
auditorium 5 seconds ago.
Oh, good.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig,
I did. Oh, wow! Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
and Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Welcome on out. It's going to be a great day. I'm very excited to start the show as
Hello.
this young lady doesn't understand she's dealing with the internet master here.
I'm gonna win.
I am
We'll try.
the master of the internet. And, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Hello, Mally. Great to see you. How are you?
Hi, I'm nervous.
All right. No reason to be nervous today. No reason. We got a great show planned. Lots going on. You got your glasses on, ready to go. Man, you are like
She's ready.
Yeah. You look like you should be teaching something right now, Mally.
Master Mally.
I can educate the haters.
There you go.
There
Love
you go.
that. All right. Well, look, we have a phenomenal show.
Mhm.
Every time Mally has joined us, it's been a great show. Every single time.
Craig takes the back seat.
Yeah, I do. I just kind of let women be shopping and stuff.
That's
as you
right.
say. That's right. Well, we are going to let the women be shopping today, as we got some fun things where women need to talk about, including boys in the bathroom. We got popcorn bucket talk. Hey, every 2 weeks it happens.
Yay!
We're here.
Oh
Popcorn
yeah,
bucket.
popcorn buckets. Yeah.
We're actually gonna talk about this time. I told him he wasn't allowed to skip it.
That's right.
Cool.
YouTube has loosened some of its rules and restrictions on content creators, which is very intriguing. Mally, I'm sure you're going to have a lot to say about that. We're going to do a little Nintendo Switch talk as they have banned a YouTuber after a stunt, which has done wonders for the YouTuber, not so much for his Nintendo Switch 2. I got a couple games that have launched, one including Mind's Eye, which we had, it's a follow-up from last week and talking about that. And unfortunately, the knee has been bent, and Splitgate 2 we'll fill Mally in on that a little bit later. And if we have time, we're going to get some more of these protests going on around society and the response from the video game world, which will be great. Mally, I know you have a lot to say about that, judging by your
Did
shorts.
you hear that?
She was ready to go, man. That's a power move right there. Well, look, we do have we're glad you guys are with us. Right off the bat, we're going to have a killer show. We have our Montez goal set up. We're going to hit our Montez goal today. It's going to be a Mally Montez. It's going to be a mountainous Mally Montez. But before we even get into things, I think it's important throughout the week. Blabs and I have been having a good time.
At war.
I wouldn't even say at war.
Well, I am.
Okay. All right. Blabs has taken it personal.
I am.
Just
fighting.
Just a fun little bit
I
that we
must
have
win.
going on over here. Yes, she wants
I'm
to
losing
win.
terribly, but I'm gonna try.
It all started here when she arrived the other day. I said, "Hey, Blabs, let's take a photo for social media and let everybody know that you're here." And had this nice little thing, and I just said, "Hey, feel free to Photoshop the orange juice and replace with other things here." And you guys did some magical things, lots of replacements. It was just a wonderful experience.
Ew.
So then we went to Brahms, and I guess Blabs wanted to show off in her Mario overalls that she was drinking a drink. So I said, "Hey, feel free to just replace that drink out of her hand with some other things." And naturally, you guys did a good job of replacing.
Hypnotic, man. Look at that. It's terrifying.
Potato with a crown from Lumpy. You guys did great. Just made you Garfield, which is excellent.
Bag of milk.
Bag. What a weird thing. Bag of milk.
Oh no!
That's the chicken. The Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. And little, I guess, a ballpoint. Oh, you destroyed your switch. So this has been an ongoing thing. You got your
cucumber tacos.
We got a snort from Mally.
That cucumber taco's funny.
And then, she was like, "Hey, take a picture with the switch." And I knew exactly what she was doing here. Naturally people went in, and I've been photoshopped and put various things on
multiple hands.
Weird.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, very uncomfortable. Bag of milk. So here's the thing. Blabs, this is just a mere 3-4 minutes ago.
Yep.
Well, I'm on a call. I'm talking to Desiree, who's heading up King of the Couch, and she thought it would be so funny
sneak
to take a picture. It says, "Feel free to Photoshop Craig's phone," right? So funny, Blabs. So funny.
Yeah.
Until you realize that you're an idiot, and that the most important thing in this picture isn't the fact that I'm on a phone.
Yeah.
It's that you have a microphone 3 inches from your mouth.
Yeah.
So everyone, if you feel free to Photoshop the mic directly in front of Blabs' mouth, and we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. So we'll see how this goes.
The chat's right on your Twitter right. They're saying it's not a great plan.
Listen,
it's not a great plan.
This is the best.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were playing with straight up fire. That is.
Well, listen,
it's not even toying with it anymore. That is straight up playing ball with it.
She escalated this. She did this.
I think you escalated it.
You put the mic into this. I was just taking a beautiful selfie, saying with the phone to his ear. I mean, what could you possibly phone to his ear?
The picture wasn't great. The picture wasn't great. He took it there, but you gave him a picture.
I didn't realize it. I don't have a mind in the gutter. I'm a little innocent thing.
Hey, Mally, I'm going to DM you a picture really quick.
Oh, no, not DM.
I'm going to DM.
Don't get mad, Mally.
Unsafe.
Mally,
something about this, everything about this.
Promise me, Mally, you will never share this on the internet ever. Okay.
Now it feels really unsafe, guys.
It's a very unflattering photo of me eating.
I feel like this is about to be unconsensual. Like
it's very unconsensual on my behalf. It's my photo.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You literally. Are you kidding?
Did you do it?
Literally, chat. Share it immediately. Look, guys,
no, we're not. We're never putting this on the internet ever because there's a lot of cream involved in this Boston donuts.
That was not.
There's a lot of donuts. Okay.
Hey, Mally, do me a favor. I'm just gonna ask you to check your DMs.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, and I want to see Mally's response. Yeah. Do you think we could do some mean photoshopping with that, Mally?
That's so funny.
See, Mally had to promise never to send it.
No, okay. The mic isn't that bad.
Exactly.
That's right.
The mic isn't that bad.
See, that is the trump card right there.
So the only people, I don't even have this photo. The only people who have this photo is Craig and you now. So if it gets leaked out, it's up to one of you.
You got my word, girl, because I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy.
That's right.
You definitely do not have my word.
I know where you live, punk. I know where you live.
But
I will find you.
But Mally's response was exactly what I hoped it would be. It's just like, oh my gosh.
No,
I
comment
can't.
on
I
the
have
recent
this
tweet.
photo.
If
Send it
you
to
guys
me.
thought
I don't
that
like
was
it.
playing with fire,
Yeah, Blabs is definitely playing with fire. She doesn't understand.
Hmm.
That's the thing. She is the what are you doing?
Not the mic. Okay,
Yeah, try that again. See what happens. Anyway.
that one's fine. I got one.
Blabs, you don't understand. You are going to lose this game.
And I will win something. Okay.
I'm
gonna win.
opening Photoshop.
Listen, Mally's over here working her magic over here. What should I Photoshop into that?
It's so bad. I don't even
As long
have
as they
it.
give me great material to work with.
Hmm.
All right, listen. Don't mess with the king.
I am the Zohan. You don't mess with the Zohan. I don't give a shit about your king. Take that.
The Zohan. All right.
I am.
Well, look, if the first couple minutes of the show is anything, we know this is going to be a great show, and we got a lot lined up for you guys. We are very excited that you joined us today. And,
Hello.
yes, we got a lot going on.
Slap the like button.
Coming up this weekend, guys, just a heads up, it's kind of a big deal. The reason why Blabs and Phoenix, who you guys will probably see Phoenix by Thursday or Friday, maybe tomorrow or next day. We'll see.
You're even the Bucky's live.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, they are in town for King of the Couch, which is happening this Saturday, coming up this weekend. If you're not a member of Side Scrollers Plus, that is where you'll be able to watch it. The first part of the show will be available for everyone over on YouTube for free. So join us. It'll be right here on the YouTube channel, and then you can watch the full show over at Side Scrollers Plus. Use promo code COUCH to get a $30 discount on your annual membership. If you want to go monthly, hey, that's cool too. We got a bunch of great friends who are coming down to compete as a part of this, and we invite you to support them while still supporting Plus. So look, we are very, very excited about this. Hopefully you guys join us coming up on Saturday for King of the Couch. That's once again why Blabs and Phoenix are here this weekend, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. So yes, great things happening this weekend. We hope you guys enjoy it. We really do.
Yeah.
And if you don't, well, crap. Well, crap. But it's going to be good. Also, this afternoon, Blabs is finally getting her way.
That's right.
She made it midway through the week, and
Wednesday. That flew. That flew.
Yeah, day's been going by.
Mm-hmm.
Mally, she's going to get a chance to go to Buc-ee's again today. She's very excited.
Burritos.
Yeah. So we are going to do a live stream exclusive to Side Scrollers Plus today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go out to Buc-ee's, and Blabs is going to eat all the food.
All the food.
And
I'm hungry
she's
right
going
now.
to shop. So the whole stream should be 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
it'll be exclusive over on Side Scrollers Plus this afternoon. So just keep your notifications turned on over on Plus and join Blabs as women be shopping.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mally, maybe you want her to pick something up for you while she's at.
Do you want a
Buc-ee's.
t-shirt?
I'm like, I don't even know what this place has. I don't know the significance of Buc-ee's.
Well,
we're gonna have to put her on Plus. And we'll show her around.
yeah, Mally, we're gonna get you a membership over.
Yeah, it sounds like I have to watch the live stream.
Yes.
Mhm.
So, anyways, join us this afternoon.
Blabs
exclusive to
Shopping
Plus.
Network.
All right. Glad everybody's with us today. We do have our Montez goal ready to go. So let's go hit our Montez goal. Our goal is always 20 yellow super chats. And but you know what? I would love if 20 of you went over and just signed up as Side Scrollers Plus members. That'd be awesome. That'd be so good. And you get to watch King of the Couch this weekend. But first, Armis came in. Says, for context, what's going on with this here?
I don't know. He just put that in from Plus.
Well, can you?
For one.
Well, I can't really Instagram that, Blabs.
Okay.
There's an issue right there. Tenarian, great to see you. Came in with a 10. Says, I missed every single stream for nearly 2 weeks due to my dad getting hospitalized. The entire family showed up. Lots of hugging and crying, thinking his time was up, only for him to make a miraculous recovery on Sunday and laughing at us. Wow. Classic dad.
Damn.
Tenarian, congratulations, man. That's great. And I'm sorry about the twist and turns. I was actually honestly kind of worried about you because I hadn't heard from you in a little bit, but glad everything is good. And yes, man, that's great to hear. So speaking of, I did want to point out, you know, I told you I had a friend pass away on Monday. He got struck by lightning of all things and got killed. And he was out playing golf and stuff. And anyways, over on my social media, over on X, I do have people were like, how can I support? There is a link that if anybody does want to like go check it out, you can. His name was Spencer, great dude. You can go check it out right there. And you know, he left behind these 3 little girls and his wife. So this is like a GoFundMe. I didn't set it up, but you know, people were asking, hey, is there anything I can do? If you want to, like, he's got a great, you know, their family has a great support system. So if anybody is interested, you know, don't at all feel pressure by any means. He's got a great support system in place for the family. But you know, obviously he was the breadwinner and stuff. So it's been a tough few days. And I said this over on social media, but like side scrollers and having Blabs and Phoenix in town has been like a really great distraction with all this stuff. I mean, so good IRL friend. So the math on that though, Mally, was insane. Like getting struck by lightning is like 1 in a million. And
yeah, I was about to say, what are the odds of that? That's like statistics you've heard about. So to hear about a person you know actually passing from it is insane.
So what happened, the data that I saw, which makes this even insanely crazy, it's 1 in a million, but 9 out of 10 people survive. So really it's like 1 in 10 million, right?
Oh.
That die from this, or 1 in 9 million, whatever it is. Then on top of that, it was blue skies. There was no storm in the area at all. It was just a freak lightning strike that just happened in the middle of the day. And so like,
that's unheard of.
I don't even know how you can even quantify the math on that.
No.
So like to say it was a freak accident is beyond, it's crazy. So anyways, you know, it's been good to have Blabs and Phoenix in town to deal, you know, working.
Good to troll him.
Yes, it's been great. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. On a little bit brighter news, we did have this earlier. This was
from Aramis.
This Aramis came in.
Yeah, and he says, let me pull it up here. Okay, shout out. It's not working. He said for context, and then there's that link. It says, why do you want the Switch 2? And he says, me. And the cow. He likes the cow. Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen the cow? The cow has been the most memeable thing in Mario Kart World here.
Yes.
I actually played the cow. It was pretty cool.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think there's like other animals and characters you can play. You can place a crab from the beach ones. I love that you can place the animals.
I really thought it was dumb, but then I started playing with them, and I was like, I kind of like cow a lot.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's fun. Give it up for Timbo, who came in and says, it's dumb he thought the hat wouldn't be political. It's dumb people won't play the game because of the hat. It's dumb he apologized. It's dumb people won't play the game because he apologized. Just let the product stand on its own. Oh, sorry, Mally, we need to move you up a little higher. Yes, Timbo, we'll get to that here in just a little bit. The whole Splitgate 2 nonsense. That's obviously the thumbnail for today, so we'll get into that. Mercenary says, yes, Blabs, you will win something. It is a firing.
That doesn't sound like a win.
It's a big old L right there.
Yeah.
So move Mally up right here. There we go.
What are you doing?
I'm just moving Mally up. She moved up in the middle of the screen. There.
Yeah, but like,
she's right there. She's right in the middle of the screen.
No, you almost ended the stream, bro.
No, we're good.
Dude almost was like, dude, he went to end stream and then realized what he was doing. I was like,
I didn't. What are you talking about? Not even close. Wasn't even close to end stream.
You really pressed the button almost for 2 seconds.
I feel like I'm in the middle of mom and dad fighting.
Right. It's really weird. Gears a stupid decision to apologize to the woke COD mob, getting rehashed Black Ops 2. Never again. Meanwhile, what is wrong with Nintendo after their mixed bag Switch 2 release? I'm buying the Legion Go S with SteamOS. Thanks, Gear. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of questions in there. We're gonna get to all that today. Speaking of, we actually did a reaction video to that question, talking about like what's going on with Nintendo and the general thoughts of like people's fandom. There's a really good comparison in this video we watched about how Nintendo is like Disney, and there's a lot of people who are blinded by nostalgia when it comes to their love and affinity for the brand. And when you look at it, it's like they're really two sides of the same coin, you know, with Disney and Nintendo. So, Gear also, yeah. Gear also says, breaking news suggestion: Days Gone dev, Ben Studios shut down. As heartbreaking as the innocent Japanese Aroge developer illusion. I hate to see it. Thank you, Gear. Appreciate it. Yeah, we did see that as well. Lots of people losing their jobs. It's unfortunate. What's also not unfortunate is Eurasianist, who became a brand new Plus member. Let's go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Eurasianist. Antonarian says, my condolences for your friend. Somehow not the first time I've heard of someone getting hit by lightning while golfing, though. Luckily, lightning rarely even hits the ground where I live, despite most of us living on hillsides. Yeah, Antonarian, you are... it was kind of a crazy situation. All right, we do see all your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. We'll get to every single one of them throughout the show, and we appreciate you guys popping in, being a part of our lives. Mally, is there anything you have going on today that you really want to share or talk about?
No, not really. I have my live streams every week like normal, so if you guys like to check me out still, you can go over there. I'm on Rumble too.
You are. It's great. Well, today we do have Today in Gaming History, which I always like to start the show with. I did see the list today, so let's go ahead and just pop it up. Some noticeable things.
This is me reading it, not you.
Oh.
June 11th, everybody. Mario Golf was released in Japan in 1999. The Game Boy Advance was released in the USA in 2001. And then, listen, I had to do it. Jurassic World Evolution, the first one, was released on this day in 2018. Ta-da!
You did good with the Game Boy Advance, which obviously it's very hard for you to not include the Game Boy Advance. But
yeah, I mean, I could have done worse.
So today's question for you is, what is your favorite Game Boy Advance game? Let us know in the chat. We would love to hear your thoughts. What was your favorite? Because the Game Boy Advance was more or less just like a portable Super Nintendo. It wasn't kind of bright colors and stuff, but it was good. It was fun. It was a nice little console. Actually, great console. But some noticeable games that you missed, Blabs, include Mighty Final Fight, which was that was actually a big deal. That was in 1993. It was late in the NES life cycle. Final Fight was already released on the Super Nintendo. You probably have no idea what Final Fight is.
No. But that's why I put Jurassic World Evolution instead. Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah.
But Mighty Final Fight, really fun game where you could play as all the characters that you actually couldn't play. It was like a chibi style of Final Fight, if you guys like that game. Shut up. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Street Fighter EX2 Plus in the arcade. Anytime there's a Street Fighter on the list is pretty fun. That game was not very fun, though. Bomberman Ultra. Great stuff from the PlayStation 3 era of games right there.
Tekken Revolution.
As well as Tekken Revolution for the PlayStation 3. I actually don't remember that game at all, if I'm being totally real.
No, I was just pointing out PlayStation 3 games.
Couple collections here, Collection of Mana and the Contra Anniversary Collection, which was pretty good. I have that one for the Switch. So
they made a Goosebumps game? I had no idea. Fascinating.
You can go buy it for Xbox One. Goosebumps, Dead of the Night. So yeah, there you go. Mally, you played any of those games that are on today's list at all?
No, but I did play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and that's down there.
And what'd you think of that?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I played all the Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah, there's something about like just running around as a little Lombax. I don't even know what a Lombax is, but it's fun. Great stuff. All right, let's go. Great one today. Mercenary says, Pokemon, but my niche is
That says Pokemon. I thought he was trying to say Pokemon for a second.
No, I know. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
No, Pokemon.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. But my niche is Shantae, half genie hero. All right, thank you very much. And give it up for Fan Survivor. Does that say Fan
Survivor Lover? Fan Survive Lover.
All right, thank you for becoming a brand new Plus member. Love that. Once again, use that promo code COUCH to get $30 off your annual membership. And Tenarian says, listen to you guys while pulling up shelves for all my PS2 games, or putting up shelves for all my PS2 games. I had to put up more than expected. Can't chime in on a Switch 2 stuff. Kind of forgot about the release date due to my dad's health. Might get one later this week. Well, I'll tell you what. One thing that, speaking of great moments.
Oh,
right,
yes.
And the Switch.
My peak.
The other day we had a live stream where Blaz played Mario Kart World. And Mally, let me tell you this. This may be the greatest moment in Blabs' video game history here.
Or close, yeah.
All right. So a little bit of context here. Right now, she's in third place. Right in front of her is up at the very end of the screen here. This is the final checkered flag here, right? She's in third place here. She has a magic gold mushroom here, which gives you infinite boost. And her other item is
still spinning.
We're gonna figure out what happens here. And she's aiming for first here. By the way, look at how she looks like a 12-year-old boy here.
Shut up.
She does look like a kid right here next to Dad.
She walked in. She's ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
So here it is, the greatest moment of her video game life. This is it, the final stretch. Oh my
I love
God.
that we come in and you're
This
screaming.
is so close. She's coming in. Oh my God, she got it in the last second. She got it in the last second. Are you kidding me? How did you get that?
Because I knocked the dude out at the end with my little blue thing. Apparently, I'm colorblind because it was red.
But you knocked the dude out at the end with the little blue
Yeah.
thing.
Oh my God. That was about as last second as it gets. Did you see the like the timer? Like what was the time difference? Do you know?
Oh, it was so close.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you go back and you watch this, let's just show this one more time just because it's so
That's
exhilarating.
pretty epic.
Yes. There you go. Oh, well, you're not going to play for me. Elon.
Elon, fix your
All right. Well, look, you can see right here.
The shell literally goes like this and just completely swerves to the right. It was impressive.
Okay, so here it is right on,
Oh,
on the
wow.
right side of the screen.
Yeah, look at that.
The penguin over here thought he was just moseying on in for a win, but you can see it gets hit, and it's not. It's probably what, 5 yards,
it's like right there.
Like look at how close it is to the end, and she passes it right here, maybe 5 yards from the line, and she crossed it.
Changes it at the last second. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that is.
Look at her faces.
Oh!
That's awesome.
It's great stuff. So, anyways, look, we can be critical about the Switch 2 and all that stuff, and like I think there's natural reason, but at the end of the day, that's why you play video games.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
You play games for moments like that. It's outstanding. It's so much fun. So it was fun to kind of get play that over at kick.com/sidescrollers. If you guys haven't followed us over there,
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was great stuff. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that really is the purpose of video games. I remember when I got a perfect score on Wii Bowling one time. I will never, ever, ever let that go.
Man, the perfect game.
Wait, how many times have you accidentally released the bowling ball and hit all the Mii's in the back? And they go,
yeah,
"Wah!"
every time.
She got it in the last second. She got it in the last. Sorry, what's that?
And then when you release the bowling ball behind you, and the Mii's like yell and they spin in the air and they're like, "Wow!" Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I love that. I do.
It happened to me in real life once though. I accidentally released the bowling ball back. Yeah, I almost hit somebody, but it was fine.
Oh my God.
Great times. Great times indeed. Hey, Commodore fan says, I still have my launch day Glacier GBA. I got an early birthday, July 4th. Sonic Advance 1 and 2, Astro Boy, Gunstar Heroes are some of my favorite GBA games. Good stuff, Commodore fan. Love that. Okay, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
I don't even know what's happening.
Test? Are we good?
I hope it sounds
Melly,
good.
are we okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We just reset everything on us.
On the back
Oh.
of sort of anything, streamer just goes, nope.
It literally reset everything.
Yes.
Oh, rude.
That's okay. It is very
Rude.
rude.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this crossover, Mally? We've seen all sorts of crazy video game crossovers in the world. We've seen, obviously Street Fighter cross Tekken. We've seen Marvel versus Capcom. But Mally, be ready for this. The rare Nintendo crossover outside of Super Smash Brothers as Kirby and Heinz Ketchup have teamed up for limited edition Kirby ketchup bottles. The tie-in here, I don't know. I don't know why this exists. I don't know why Nintendo approached Heinz or Heinz approached Nintendo. But now you can pick up Kirby on
Dude.
your Heinz ketchup bottle.
Oh, Oh, I feel like this was a missed opportunity to just make all the ketchup pink. Do you know the kind of marketing that it would have gotten if pink ketchup was all over the shelves?
Ew.
I know, it doesn't sound like it would taste great, but what if it tasted the same and it was just food coloring and it was Kirby ketchup? That'd be kind of cool.
I bet you Matt's gonna get a
You're
collectible.
literally squeezing Kirby, and those are like all of his insides because he basically becomes the shape of whatever he swallows.
Ew,
So.
Holly.
Gross.
Hey, they're the one that made this. I'm just rolling with
You're
the
gonna buy
story
one, aren't you?
for me.
Well, this is courtesy of this is only in Japan here. Heinz has announced it. Yes, sorry, Mally. I know you're very excited about this one. I want my Kirby ketchup. Heinz has announced a new collaboration with one of Nintendo's most iconic characters. The new collaboration between Kirby and Heinz will see the launch of special edition tomato ketchup packaging, which is sure to be sought after by fans of the series as not only a fun addition to the pantry, but also a collector's item. I got to be honest, don't really feel like collecting ketchup, just personally. You know, it's there to be used. Yeah. The partnership leverages the, this is the tie-in here. The shared tomato theme, okay? Because yes, Kirby eats a tomato and it restores his health, and now we get it. Now, is that tomato smothered in sugars like you find in ketchup? I don't necessarily think so, but yeah, there's the Maxim tomato. Okay, I now understand it here. So there you go. You can pick it up. Oh, look at this little.
Those are adorable though, but it just reminds me of the little children applesauce.
Hold on. This is bigger questions here. The Heinz ketchup pouches generated interest. Those came
out in 2024. I remember those.
Wait, hold on. Is this so you can squeeze it into your mouth?
No, I think it's just little tiny ones that you take on the go, right? And you put it on your food. I doubt anyone's eating it like applesauce.
Okay, but
I hope at least.
Well, I guarantee there's somebody out there who's doing that. I think the bigger question here is who's bringing ketchup in their purse?
Watch Mally be like, well, so, I like ketchup.
Oh, okay. That's very weird to me. I don't know.
That's a next level ketchup interest. I don't know that I can say I share.
Yeah, I don't think I share any condiment interest that much where I'd want to bring it with me whenever I go.
No, I can't say that I have.
No. Okay, question. What is the best condiment for your food?
It depends on my food.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean...
You can't just put mayonnaise
on
everything. Like mustard can't just go on anything.
Oh, that's interesting. You went mayonnaise, Mally went mustard.
Well, no, we're saying it can't go on.
I know, but
we're saying
that's
you gotta pick the food for us to give this answer.
But that's the first thing that came out of your mouth, though.
I like mayonnaise. Really, I like it a lot. But,
okay. Best condiment on French fries.
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Okay.
Oh, I have hot takes here. So I actually put harissa spice on my French fries.
What?
That's good harissa. So it's from Africa. It's an African spice, and it's really, really good.
I'm in because I'm down for spicy things. That sounds good.
It's really, really good. I also really like, obviously not with spice, but obviously ketchup or some mayonnaise. I've actually tried mayonnaise with the French fries. It's not bad. It's pretty good. So
okay. Oh well, ranch is not bad. I've done ranch. I prefer ketchup.
Well, you're all wrong because it's barbecue. Barbecue
sorry.
sauce is the greatest of all the condiments for sure.
Listen, when I'm eating fries, I'm normally eating a burger, and I'm always having a barbecue burger, so I don't need more of it on my fries.
Yeah, you do.
No,
sure you do.
Craig's like, put the fries in the bag,
Texas boy, calm down.
And barbecue and everything, man. That's great.
Yeah, right. It's the Texas way.
Apparently, Mercenary says, remember. What's that say?
The Kirsche, he can't spell.
Okay. Yes, the ketchup bottle thing. Yes. Well, speaking of Kirsche, she'll be joining us tomorrow, which will be a great time as always. Tenarian says, that Blabs Mario Kart clip reminded me of when I played 1080 snowboarding on N64 against a friend.
Nice.
We got lost. What's to say? We got lost access to kick?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
We
kept overtaking each other only to collide at the finish line and get a draw. Whoa, you can do that? Huh, that's crazy. We went from smat talking throughout the race to confusion, then celebration. That's awesome. That sounds like a great time, man. I love that. Very cool. Love to hear those stories.
Oh, we're still live over on Kick. I'm looking right at us.
Oh, good. Hello. Good to see everybody over on Kick.
Hello.
Nice. Over at kick.com/sidescrollers. All right. Look, yeah, and we are good over there. Yeah, with the multi-streaming thing. Okay, I wasn't sure if we got booted for whatever reason. Okay, hey, Mally, do you know who IShowSpeed is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 40 million subscribers over on YouTube. Does like IRL streaming and stuff. It's pretty insane what he's done in a very short amount of time. Blabs very much wanted to share this clip. I don't know why.
It's funny. That's why.
It is funny. Yes, this is true, I suppose. But he was at a Best Buy, apparently, which, by the way, like, he's got to have crazy security, right? Going out and IRL streaming this at all times.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his clips, and like definitely, and from what I gather, he is one of the lesser problematic ones, like the ones that go out and just instigate. I don't think he tries to do that. Like, I think he actually just tries to mind his business.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, he does a pretty good job. I mean, there's some spectacle in what he does, but I think a lot of people just found that, like, if you're live that often, you can't really hide who you are.
Right.
You know? So, anyways, he was out at like a Best Buy, just hanging out and looking at one of his, I guess, 2 phones he has in his hand, which is
I guess so.
All right.
Okay.
And I guess one of his things is he barks. Arf, arf, arf. Right. So, here we go. This is kind of what happened. He was standing next to this lady in line at a Best Buy.
Sounded unhuman.
I do unhuman things too. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I gotta go. That was my social anxiety, and I'm not even there.
Do you see the look between them right there after the meow?
Look, no, I was gonna say he stared at her for like a minute. He kind of looked at her like, "What are you gonna do,
like,
Grandma?" And then she gave that back. Ah!
She did. He kind of looked back at the camera like, "All right,
She
let's go."
matched energy with him very well, to be honest.
What's that?
She matched energy with him very well, to be honest. Like that was an awkward, weird, but kind of cute human interaction. Like they were nice. They were being friendly, at least.
I thought it was funny and wholesome at the same time, really weird.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't decide if it's like weird and kooky or if it's just like, oh, wholesome like person interaction of people being weird together. Like I can't decide.
Is this like a plant, perhaps? Is she planted there, or is this? Do you think it's all?
I think she's just a wild ass grandma.
Honestly, that gives like random grandma energy.
Yeah.
Like kind of dried up, but at the same time, meow. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess.
I think it's hilarious.
I'm sure she's become a sensation on the internet here over the last little bit. She is. People probably trying to hunt down grandma over there, see what's going on with grandma at Best Buy, wherever she was at. Anyways, yeah, it's good for him, I suppose, and great for her and maybe her husband.
His face just is everything. Can you like go back a little bit to where like his eyes go really wide? Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, keep going. Now forward a little bit. He was staring at her
right then. Like, what are you gonna do?
The other way. Other way.
I'm playing here, Blabs. I'm trying.
Meow.
He did not expect that.
I don't think he did. And I don't think she did. The response that he got.
Okay. Okay.
He's like, what the hell? He's like, should I chat? Would I?
Yep. Well,
He really is.
yeah. He's funny. I don't think there's anything wrong with that type of
He's
stuff.
funny.
Like there's fun little dips of content right there. I mean, that's good stuff. All right. Also good stuff. Tamamo came in with the 10. Says, so my first job was catering for weddings. The chefs would make us lunch and they gave us mayo mixed with sweet chili. And oh Lord, it was amazing. Would have never considered it otherwise. There you go, Blabs.
Yeah.
A little mayo mixed with sweet chili.
I don't know about sweet chili, but you know what? I don't doubt that's not bad.
I think you should investigate it in a major way.
All right, I will.
Commodore fan, I think it's correct. Yes.
She wants to get freaky.
Yeah. And Dylan came in and says that Granny wants that iShow meat. Yes.
Oh no.
Gross. All right, thank you. Wasp says get Kirsche to investigate this. The ketchup content, yes, we'll definitely need to do that. All right, cool. Let's keep on moving. Hey, Mally, it's you're on. It's Wednesday. It's time to talk popcorn buckets.
I wish we had like an asset and just popcorn.
Dude.
All right. This is we've seen a lot of popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of popcorn buckets. It's just a quick rundown of some of the popcorn buckets that we've seen. What's that? I know. We've seen this Terrifier 3.
That's terrifying.
I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you could truly put popcorn in really anything. You know, these are all from AMC right here.
Hey, one of them's on sale for like $4.
It's a coffin? That's hysterical. Okay. All right. Love it.
Yeah.
Wow. And these are very expensive. Very expensive
Yeah.
right here. This is $40 here.
But if you wait for them to go on sale, you'll be able to afford it.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that one over there is $5.
That's what I'm saying. That one's $5.
I mean, it's a 10. It's a popcorn 10. That's all
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
the most practical popcorn bucket we're looking at, Craig.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Who's going to carry around a coffin for their popcorn?
Yeah.
somebody here, I don't know, somebody out there collects all this stuff. They wouldn't be making these things if people weren't gobbling this up, like crazy. But the one thing that we really wanted to focus on today was this new one from Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The Galactus LED popcorn bucket. Check this out. It is $80.
That's just not.
$80 for a popcorn
sin.
bucket.
Sin. Does it like
That
does it
is.
come
That's
with
a
like a
sin.
free ticket?
That's the way it should be, right?
What
should
are
definitely
you gonna do with that once you get home? That's what I'm wondering. What
Oh,
shelf
no.
do you have reserved for that thing?
Oh no. Well, there's special features on it. What does it say? So it's limited edition.
The
It's
largest popcorn
LED,
container ever.
Okay.
plastic with metallic finish, capacity 361 ounces. This thing is huge.
This bucket is big, like really big.
It's probably bigger than we are. Well, not Craig, but
It
Okay.
has a capacity of 361 ounces of popcorn.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's
that's a lot of popcorn.
Is it like a
I
big
feel like
trash
I need
bag?
to look at one of the popcorn bags I have and see how many ounces of popcorn are in that in order to compare.
See,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Okay, let's
How
just.
much is the tin one? Yeah, how much
Yes.
can that hold?
This is the most important thing here. I see it.
130 ounces.
You know, it's like 3 times as much popcorn.
Wow.
The question is, do they fill it up? Do they fill it all the way up?
The
You know?
picture says they do.
Well, I mean, we pictures never lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's interesting.
So like it lights up. So I guess
The
it's gonna be
eyes light up.
somewhat heavy.
no,
Of course it's gonna be heavy.
no, those LED lights are nothing, man. This ain't gonna be. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's 3 times the size of normal popcorn, so I feel like it's definitely a little bit on the heavier side.
It's not the ideal. I'm going to lug this into the movie theater and sit with it for 3 hours.
Can
and
you
then take it
imagine
home.
having that in your lap and you're just like how does
It
that
wouldn't
work?
see the film. It would just be taking.
You see spikes over you if you're really
Yeah.
small. No. Mm-mm.
for $80, I kind of wanted just to feed me. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Karate Kid Legends chopping board.
By the way, didn't the Karate Kid already come out and like no one's
you
talked
can
about it? I
Screw
swear
it,
this
that's
movie
so
came
good.
out already.
Yeah, it did. It
So,
came out last
okay,
week.
so the popcorn lid opens inward this time. That's a design flaw. It's going to interrupt how much popcorn I can put inside of it.
Right, Mally? You get it. That's a horrible design flaw. Horrible.
Like, I
design.
get it, but like, okay. I have a full bucket of popcorn. I
Mhm.
chop it. Popcorn goes flying.
Yes. That I feel like they're just throwing these things together at this point. They don't even know what's
Yeah.
going on. I'm with you, Mally. That's a horrible decision right there. This is the idea of chopping it inwards. What are we doing
That's
here?
wrong. And honestly, if you're going to have me chopping a piece of plastic, no, that thing's going to break on the second one. Like,
Look at this little baby back. Like they're
that's
only,
uncomfortable. You got Stitch with a back full of popcorn
what do you think of that, Blabs?
So
and a cranium
I
full of
like
liquid.
it, but no, it looks cheaply made actually.
Oh, it
Mhm.
doubles as a drink and popcorn holder.
Oh, wait, so you're telling me that if that thing tips over, you're done.
Your popcorn's
You are
soggy.
fully done. It's not just a spillable lid. It is open on top.
It looks fuzzy. Is it fuzzy?
That's
Doesn't
going to
look
be
like a-
way harder to clean
Hmm.
popcorn and soda out of, like butter and soda.
No, it's enough for me, dog.
That's a
It's enough for me.
fabric popcorn bucket. Huh.
No, it's a no for me.
What?
Split.
What is the car though? What is that from?
All right, the car it is. Let's go check it out.
Thunderbolts
Thought
limo.
you got out.
Sold out. Wow.
From
yeah.
Oh, the
Thunderbolts?
MCU kids. Yeah. That makes sense. It's the Marvel ones. Those are gonna sell out regardless.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, popcorn bucket talk. Yeah.
Yay.
Every 2 weeks.
No, you didn't let us talk about it last time.
Well, that's why we have so much to talk about now.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's important stuff. So, okay. Well, look, we'd love to hear. No, I don't care. I don't care what kind of popcorn bucket you want. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna...
Listen. Some popcorn buckets are really cool. Okay.
How many do you own?
I own none. However, I do own a Harry Potter butterbeer gummy popcorn bucket, so it holds gummies instead of popcorns.
That's more useful.
Yeah.
It's not the own you think it is. I'm just gonna let you know that.
It actually is. How many do you own?
Popcorn buckets?
Yeah.
Go. You want me to show you?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm running the show now. I'll do some super chats while we wait for you to go and find everything.
Damn it.
What's happening, everybody? Okay. Game Hunter Serious says, Padres games was awesome, Craig. It was cool meeting my online friend for the first time. I didn't get the Nike merch because it was, or Nike merch because it was gone by the time we got there. Padres beat Dodgers 11-1. Great night. Sports. I hope you had fun though. She just read. Wes says, at Blabs, mayo is full of seed oils and extremely unhealthy. You should stop eating or at least cut back. First of all, I don't eat the unhealthy mayonnaise. There's plenty of good ones out there that don't have all this crap in it, okay? Second of all, I barely eat mayonnaise as it is, Mom. But thank you for the donation. What do you got, Punk? What is that? Don't you put it on my tablet. These are good. This is from Mally.
These count these actually hella count because I've had my eye on one on eBay that I want to get. It's of like retro Disney, and so I wanted to get it. That's awesome. Those are practical, and you put a lid on them. You can save it for later. No,
put
love
a lid
those.
on them, right, Craig? There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You got all the buckets from our Disney
Oh,
trips.
it's from Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah, these are kind of cute.
Oh, how the tides have turned here. Tables.
What's that?
Oh, they're kind of cute here.
When did I ever say that they weren't cute? I was the one talking about pumpkin buckets before you. I just didn't believe you had any.
You're talking
cute. That one I saw Epcot on that one.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
I can feel Mally's
Are those like
from
all four of the parks?
I don't know. They're just things we got over the time going to Disney. Like that's the thing. You go to Disney and you like the best investment you get is a basic popcorn bucket, not the $90 one, but you get like the then you can just refill it. That's like the best deal is you refill it for like $1 or whatever it is after you eat it. So you bring back your own ones. So
right.
So yeah, you said, where's your popcorn? Well, there's my popcorn buckets, Blabs.
Well, I just wanted proof. That's all.
Well, now you see it right there.
Uh-huh.
Dan says, still kept my childhood Game Boy Advance SP when I was 11 years old. Still works. My top 3 favorite GBA games are Metroid Fusion Great One, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and Castlevania Harmony of Dissidence. Good picks there, Dan. Very good pick. Dan followed up and says, I have seen Karate Kid Legends with my mother.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to see it. She enjoyed it. I thought it was an okay movie. It was nice to see Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio on the big screen. Yep.
That movie went completely under the radar. Like no one talked about it at all. Did anyone even see it?
Have you? I'm very intrigued by it. I was.
I know. I remember you being super excited.
I heard it was fairly like meh.
Mid. It was gonna be. They did it for a cash grab.
I think they tried to use it as a bridge to like this next thing, next series, but I don't think it's done very well. Let's see. It is generated $74 million worldwide. So
I know what their budget was.
It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know the answers to this.
That.
Yeah, please do. But yes, the biggest loser of all these popcorn buckets is the Karate Kid Legends Chop popcorn bucket, Mally. I'm with you on that for sure.
They don't seem to have the budget. It says maybe 45 million budget.
Oh, well then it totally is a huge success if it's made 75 million.
If that's the correct numbers, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go and move on. And speaking of Disney, this is something that has been an ongoing issue at Disney over the last little bit. And we're going to talk specifically about this influencer here, Mally. Do you want to give us a little bit of background on this person? What's her name? What his name? The dude's name? Lily Tino or what?
His name is Nick Contino, but he asks people to call him Lily because he's
Okay.
cosplaying as a woman.
Okay, so Nick goes to that. He's gained notoriety for going around and being quote misgendered by people. Right? He goes to these restaurants.
He's a live streamer on TikTok. His favorite thing is to go to public places and talk about that in public.
Yes. Now, one of the things that Nick has done recently is gone around to Walt Disney World and actually raided all of the women's bathrooms.
Yeah.
Which is
creepy.
Really creepy.
Insane.
Because women totally do that. Right, guys?
Exactly. So he's totally misunderstanding what it is to be a woman.
Totally
What woman goes
understands
yeah.
womanhood.
Yes.
Wild.
And you can see here, going through and rating, these are all very feminine faces that you'd expect. Like this looks like somebody who like this thumbs up here, like total dude bro over here.
He might as well be holding a fish by the lake. Like that was the most bro photo.
So here is Nick making his way around, very impressed by some of the restrooms while making everybody incredibly uncomfortable about this. Did you hear about, there's one in particular here where there is somebody's face that is blurred out in the background or edited. Did you hear about this, Mally?
Yeah.
Yes. This one right here. This one in the background, which is where a little bit of controversy has popped up. Mally, what do you know about this?
Oh. I know that Disney World is not the first place he pulled these stunts. It is the first place he pulled the bathroom stunt, but he has been describing his fucking gross ass trans surgeries in public using food in kids spaces for a while now. This is just the one that actually got the internet's attention. Yeah. Oh yeah. He used like a candy marshmallow stick and like a corn dog or whatever the fuck. And he was like, oh yeah, this is what they're trying to do to my marshmallow stick. And he's like disgustingly descriptively explaining it around kids. Besides that though, I know that this girl decided to go out and announce that she was not only completely violated by it, she was hysterical in her video saying that she was completely violated, had no idea that she was being filmed, and she's pursuing him legally.
Yes. Good. Pursuing legal action as taking pictures inside of the restroom, first and foremost, should never be done, period.
No.
Let alone just the idea for content on whatever. Nicholas Sylvan Cantino, known online as Lily Tino, has over 400,000 followers across social media.
Why would you follow him?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some 400,000 sickos.
Yes.
They should investigate all 400,000 people.
Yep.
The most popular video is this video here on TikTok. We'll just kind of see this.
Yeah.
He's having a
she her.
Hey, she her. All right. Just letting you know.
Rush and panic to correct that.
Right.
But it was not all good.
I use she her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Look at his freaking
the narcissistic behavior.
His belly, which lacks boobs and everything. Like, ew.
Okay. The Sweetwater starts at
for this. He's well known for going to restaurants and making a scene. People have described him in multiple places. There were restaurant managers and people who made videos or anonymously came forward to tell their story however they did, and the news came out that like he walks into restaurants and like half the time he'll just pick his own seat. Like he doesn't wait to be seated. He'll pick his own seat because he wants the best lighting and he wants the best seating for his live stream. And then if they try to move him or if they try to go up to him, which they hesitantly do because they know what he's going to pull, they go up and they're like, sir, you know, we have this table reserved for a party or whatever have you. They have a reason to ask him to move. Hey, sir, you're being kind of loud. They've asked him that a couple times. And of course he pulls the, oh, it's because I'm trans. And then it's the, well, fine, I'll just move over here and moves himself somewhere else. He is the most disrespectful, abhorrent restaurant guest that I think anybody ever has. And that's not even touching on the Disney World stuff he did.
Well, just for a point of reference, this is what Nick looked like before. Just looks like
he looks like an average dude.
A flamboyant average
Looks like Seth
dude.
Rogen kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
But now this guy's in issues here because the Florida statute states that whether public or private as a place with a reasonable expectation of privacy regarding someone undressing or using the facilities without consent is explicitly forbidden, and penalties can include up to 5 years in prison. So
and also there's an entire like petition thing going on TikTok of them trying to get him banned from Disney parks because not only is it a Florida statute, it is also against Disney policy to take pictures in the bathrooms.
Oh yeah, banned.
Good.
Immediately.
So,
Wow. Yeah, so 5 years maximum if he is convicted here. And one woman caught up with the photograph, recognized herself in the post and revealed that she was planning to seek legal advice regarding the upload because she didn't know what else was taken without her permission and what was supposed to be a private area where she can feel safe. The user has since had to make their account private because of the psychos who go after them.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yes. Another TikTok user by the name of Caitlin Foster said that Tino had been entering the women's bathrooms in Disney World for a number of years and that she had personally seen him a few years ago with her daughter. So she stuck out, obviously, who began transitioning in 2022, says Tino stood out like a sore thumb. Oh, you think?
Really?
You think?
What could have called that? Jesus.
And then women were noticeably disturbed by his presence.
Yeah.
Yes. So as he was doing a lot of observing.
What
That's
woman wants to go to the bathroom with like this monster?
Doing a lot of observing while he's in there.
Yeah.
So Nick now has responded to this. Have you seen the response that Nick has said?
I heard it was out. I didn't watch it. No.
Okay, good. Well, we're gonna check this out here. Let's go see the 1 minute video. Oh, with the look at how freaking narcissistic.
I want to be anymore. Oh my god! I didn't even realize that.
I was just about to tell you the reason I haven't seen this video is because I normally have to like kind of mentally and emotionally prepare myself to see things like this because it's just that awful. And man, you fucking proved my point, dude.
Wow.
Apparently, the other thing about his trip to Disney World was he stood up to pee in the women's bathroom.
Yeah, that totally screams mommy. Ew.
It was kind of weird. I'm like, what
guy wants to wear a t-shirt that says mommy on it? Like, seriously, chat, let me know. Have you ever had the desire to be like, let me get that t-shirt that says mommy written on it? Like, what?
This is totally a fetish. Totally a disgusting fetish.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's see what how they could possibly defend this.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, and it's not just celebrities. Any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom. Why, you ask? Because we look cute and we want to document it. So
we?
I'm sorry, yeah, we is the first thing. The second thing is every one of those photos you just showed is a woman by herself!
Exactly! There's no one there!
Right! What example are you making?
Oh.
I am floored, utterly flabbergasted.
He thinks he looks cute.
What a narcissistic asshole.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Like,
I would be terrified standing next to this guy anywhere. Like in a Costco line, I'll be like, please don't come near me at all. Like, oh, he screams like, what? He screams scary like perp. Like he's going to come for you.
There ain't nothing cute about this.
Yikes.
So what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy
Your
answer
penis!
here is
That's what it is! It's your penis!
That's right.
Bro.
You're dingling, dog. Just gonna throw it out there.
oh, Lily, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard. And that is true. But people judge trans women differently depending on how well they pass. If you pass, that means you don't look trans. I know that I don't pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing.
You could try to pass. You could try to behave. You could try to act like a normal person in society, but you choose not to because you're a narcissistic piece of shit.
He said privilege like it's something that's bestowed upon you without his effort. He really said that like that's like something that you don't have control over.
I said this before on the show. There's nothing worse than a narcissistic victim. And what this person has done is created a victimhood narrative where not only are they a victim because they're trans, but they're also a victim. They're more so a victim because they're not a passing trans person, right? So we're going to keep on whittling down, making sure you win the oppression Olympics that you decided to compete in, right? That's the most amazing thing about this whole thing is, wow, like, this has to stop. This has to stop. And I hope that this girl throws the book at this dude.
Oh yeah.
And he ends up in jail because this should be done.
Yeah.
Mally, you seem pretty pissed about this. You should. I don't want to tell you how you feel, but it definitely.
No, but I mean, yeah, no, I'm livid. The fact that this is allowed, the fact that people are following him, the fact that he still has a platform. There are people currently trying to get him banned off TikTok. There are people trying to get him banned from Disney. There are people trying to get him arrested. All of these responses are valid because what this is a man, a severely mentally deluded man who finds it appropriate to act on his deeply rooted, disgusting fetish on women. And it's fucking sick. I mean, there's a lot of liberals right now because the thing about this Nick situation is that he's pissed off both sides. Both sides are recognizing, at least a lot of the ones I've seen on my TikTok For You page, are a lot of liberals being like, that maybe they appropriately gender him or whatever he wants, but they crack down on the this isn't okay part, and they are very much against it. They then proceed to explain. This is a lot of liberals. I've seen at least 5 to 10 videos of this, different videos. They are under the belief right now that he is a plant. That he was a plant by the conservatives, at least this is what some of them have said, to make us hate trans people, because that's what his goal is.
Because he's such a ridiculously bad stereotype. Is that the idea?
Yeah, because they're saying he's rage bait. He is conservatively planted rage bait for trans people, that he was a plant to make us hate the trans community, that he does not represent the majority.
Wow.
That's what they're saying right now.
Wow.
That's
they are really so under the belief that it couldn't possibly be as a result of their delusional, fucked up messages they've been sending for years now. That could be a result of that. They don't believe it. They think that we are the evil side that has sent in a pawn to mock trans people. That is so out of this world made up. It takes a nutso liberal to come up with a story like that.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that's what we are. We apparently planted Lily Tino. Apparently, he's not a real person of his own. Apparently, the conservatives planted him.
The amount of gaslighting right there is I mean, it's next level. Yeah. Absolute next level.
Oh, funny. Somebody I wanted to comment. Somebody said, funny, no one said Dylan was a plant. Actually, that's what they're coming out residually now and saying. Yeah. They're actually using Lily as a bridge to make all that make sense. It's funny you brought that up because, yeah, I actually saw that. They said, Dylan. They said, like, they associated it with him. I was like, whoa. We're not going to just go roping a whole nother bitch into this. Both of these assholes are mentally deluded men. That's not a plant. That's a fact.
Well, but Mally, how dare you? How dare you assume that this is a man? Listen, I only know women who walk like this.
Like Jesus.
Someone put Frankie Valli's Walk Like a Man over this, and it was the best.
Oh my God. Like unbelievable. It's just such a lonely dude walking.
I promise you, I've never seen a woman with a gait that large and structured.
Exactly.
I mean, he's walking like a full-on Lego man. Like,
yeah. He's waddling.
Oh wow. I do want to see.
You know what? Why are we judging? He might be pregnant.
Oh, that's a good
All
point.
right.
That's a good point. He's gonna have a poop baby by the time he is leaving the.
I mean, we do
the
watch him eat food
restaurant.
all the time. He's got a food baby. Ew.
Oh my god! All right, I do want to see the rest of his bizarre narcissistic response here.
10 seconds. Okay.
Pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing. There are some trans women out there who, no matter how hard they try, will never be able to pass. Do those trans women deserve to be treated differently? No.
Yes.
They should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. You should.
I'm sorry.
The real ones are like Blair White, who literally go through surgery and everything, right?
Well, no, she's not real. She
No,
ain't-
like the trans. I'm saying like the
Blair
actual...
White ain't real. Just like
No,
Blair
he
White,
went
in my
through the
opinion-
surgeries and everything.
Yeah, in my opinion, trans people, trans individuals that are like Blair White, that go through all of the, and it is admittedly hell and back to transition your body, to be in that state that you want it to be. First of all, right on to you. If that's really what you want and you're truly happier this way, good for you. But also, I'm pretty sure Blair does not openly say, I am a woman, I am a biological woman, and like force that on people.
Never.
I think
never. Yeah.
This whole thing is amazing to me because, like I said, I've said this all along. I don't like if you're an adult, you do what you want, right? It doesn't mean I can't laugh at you, right? And tell you like honestly, that's the most amazing thing about this is under the guise of tolerance, we have just totally disregarded the truth. And as a friend, the best thing you can do is be honest with your friends, right? And you have all these people say, "Do I look like one?" You go, "No, dude, you look like a man. I'm sorry, you are a guy." And I have known trans people. I used to work with a trans person back at Game Attack, and it was no big deal, and it's not. I don't care. You live your life how you want to live. The issue I have is when you mess with women, real women, and you mess with kids, right? And in this case, you're doing both. I have serious issues with that. Yep. So yeah, like throw the book at this dude. I hope he does get 5 years in jail. 1000%.
Yeah. Notice how most of the internet didn't bother this guy when he was just going to restaurants. And I'm not saying that's good either. But when he wasn't in a kid space, when he was just going to restaurants and being the weird guy sitting in the corner, we've all ignored that guy. Okay. And yes, he was getting attention online, negative attention. But Nick did not get the world's attention the way he did with this bathroom video. That is so undeniably, and as you've seen by both sides actually agreeing, wrong. Like, so incredibly wrong.
No woman looks at the mirror and does the finger points.
Yeah,
like it's like, yo, what's up?
No.
That's
Look at his hands. Look at his hands. They're massive.
Yeah.
It's ma'am. Although I do want to say that chat's saying that Blair White never got bottom surgery. So
yeah, that chat is saying that. And also, like, it's another image of how, like, falsely women are portrayed. Because Nick went in there wearing crop tops and teeny tiny shorts and, like, not maintaining themselves. Like, it just pisses me off. The image of women is so misconstrued. It's like, oh, if I just wear heels and makeup and frilly dresses and I attempt, if I butcher an attempt to be pretty, like, then maybe I can force people to call me a woman.
Well, it's definitely it's ma'am situation here.
Giving that.
Right. Speaking of it being it's ma'am situation, Mally, I'd like to thank you for your Photoshop that you sent over during the show. If you guys just joining, Blabs tried to burn me here early in the show. She said, feel free to Photoshop Craig's phone, as it's a horrible picture and it's mostly
horrible,
awful. So I just said, hey, why don't you feel free to Photoshop the mic that's directly in front of Blabs' mouth, right? I haven't looked at them yet. We'll need to look at them later. Probably can't do it on stream, but I did see Mally. Thanks so much, Mally, for sending this over.
You're welcome.
That's really nice of you. And
oh, look at the bracelets too.
I think it's the bracelets that I really appreciate.
That's hilarious.
I'm celebrating your gayness, Blabs.
And no, it's your gayness. I got no gayness on me, man. That's all you. I'm in.
You look incredibly gay today.
What do you mean? Like happy?
You need a few more colors to the rainbow, and you flush it out.
Why? Because I got purple and orange. I'm like a starburst.
Wow. Just saying.
You
already got a
do
couple
have
of
more colors on you than she does today.
Me?
You do? Look at your shirt.
Look at your
shirt.
Oh, these aren't main colors. These are just accents. They're Street Fighter characters. How much less gay can you get? Just saying. It's Street Fighter. It's the ultimate in man. Just saying. It's ridiculous.
Gay deniability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of copium.
Game Hunter came in and says, in some possible reality, if Sony was making a comeback with Concord, it's only being sold in California. Sony would sell Concord popcorn buckets in theaters. Craig would go dire wolf made. Yes, I would definitely make an effort to get the Concord popcorn bucket. Flying Nanook says, what pees me off is that this person wants to go into spaces where moms are taking their daughters. Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yeah, there was the giant thread that obviously we can't get into because it's so long, but it eloquently explains how like being in the bathroom with like young girls who get their first periods or stuff like that, they're terrified, right? So to be around a dude when all this is happening, like it's terrifying. No. The bathrooms are like a safe space, basically. And like, you're just bringing in this Butch Hulk thing to come in and like harass people and take pictures. Like, no, get fucked, dude. No way.
The only time that men are okay to go into the bathroom is when they are taking their very young little girls in there, and every woman is okay with that.
Yep.
Supergirl Andy says, as a trans woman, he makes me sick by what he does. I don't care what people refer to me as, and I know I'll never actually be a woman. And I'll never force it and want to ensure. There's probably more to that. But thank you for that.
Thank you, Andy.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Should be it.
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad we're not the only ones.
Ensure
here.
people are comfortable. There you go.
There you go. Let's go. That's all. That's what it's about. It's not about you. It needs to be about everybody else. You live by the societal standards. Oh, good. Solid take. Maria says, I'm calling it. Soon there will be a war between trans people who, quote, pass and those who don't. They are going to turn on each other.
Yeah.
And the best condiment is Japanese mayo.
Listen, they constantly turn on each other all the time, right? For every little conversation in the left, it's always turning on each other. They eat each other. Yeah, no, it's going to happen.
Crumb says, sticking feathers up your ass doesn't make you a chicken.
Well said, Crumbs.
That's right. This guy's clearly trying to go for the It's Ma'am award and teach it and needs help to be reminded that he's a man and not a woman and not uplifting trans people at all, right? And I think that's going with what Andy was saying, right? Like, that's got to make you feel really bad. It's got to it's got to be embarrassing. If it's embarrassing for you, how do you think it makes the women in the bathroom feel? Yeah, it's crazy. Blaz, why don't you get these? I can't get these right here, please. These this from Bacon Boy right here.
Okay, Bacon.
Right here.
Oh, I had the GBA SP when it came out about 2003 or so. Pokemon Gold and Silver and JRPG called Gold and Sun were my favorites. I was impressed Nintendo got on board with the background trend that had existed for years on other devices.
Let's go. Thanks, Bacon Boy.
Tenarian for 10 says, if it wasn't for the internet, I probably wouldn't know about all these gender confused people. That stuff doesn't exist in my country. I've met like 2 trans people IRL, and they were as normal as could be given the circumstances. I agree with that. I knew a kid, right? Little story time. I knew a guy in like middle school and high school. He was my friend, like growing up, and slowly he would kind of become very feminine, right? He would paint his nails, get the really bob haircut that for girls. Wear girl clothing by the time we were seniors in high school. And then he came out after graduation and he changed his name to Kate, right? I'm not going to say his original name and all that for his privacy, but he was like, I am Kate now. This is me. Fine. He was a nice guy or whatever you want to call him now. Like he had no problems. He just wanted to be left alone. He wasn't in your face about it. And like, they're not the same. This narcissistic piece of shit doesn't represent everybody. It's a shame. It really is. Miku for 5 says, breaking, Evil Craig spotted out of retirement as he had been seen as Captain Manning the Wood Chippers. Quote, it is largely cathartic to feed the piles of human waste to the blades of justice. However, even the blades should not have to touch filth. Yeah, eloquent there. And Tenarian says, my favorite English word is gatey, and I can't use it as long as gay means homosexual. You Anglos need to reclaim that word.
Thank you, Tenarian.
Well, you know.
This one from Delta as well. Please.
Delta for 5 says, I thought bringing in a camera to private spaces was illegal all over. I remember as a kid, photography club getting in trouble when I brought my digital camera into the school men's bathroom without thinking that and was over 15 years ago. Yeah, usually you do get in trouble for those things. Yeah.
Thanks, Delta. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on as best we possibly can from that insanity here. We do see every one of your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants. We'll read every single one of them. We are at three of our goal of 20 Montez's today. I'll tell you what, I would love to hit that, but more importantly, would love for you to head over to sidescrollersplus.com and become a member. Once again, King of the Couch this weekend. Use promo code COUCH to join us. The King of the Couch on Saturday evening. Just a mere 3 days away. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a really good time. All right, Mally, you stream over on Rumble. You do all your stuff over on Rumble. I see it on all your social media and stuff. And one of the big reasons is that Rumble is a great free speech platform. What's up to all our Rumble friends over there? Did you see the news? This is from the New York Times. It was behind a paywall, but not anymore, suckers. That YouTube has loosened the rules guiding the moderation of videos here. Now, this is quite interesting, given everything that we've gone through since really 2020 and before. It says the world's largest video platform has taken content moderations to, quote, favor freedom of expression over the risk of harm in deciding what to take down here. So it says, for years, YouTube has removed videos with derogatory slurs, misinformation about COVID vaccines, and election falsehoods, saying the content violated the platform rules. But since President Trump returned to the White House, YouTube has encouraged its content moderators to leave up videos with content that may break the platform's rules rather than remove them, as long as the videos are considered to be in the public interest. Those would include discussion about political, social, and cultural issues. The policy shift, which hasn't been publicly disclosed, made YouTube the latest social media platform to back off efforts to police online speech in wake of Republican pressure to stop moderating content. In January, Meta made a similar move, ending a fact-checking program on social media posts. So there we go. But unlike Meta and X, YouTube has not made public statements about relaxing its content moderation. The online video service introduced a new policy in mid-December in training material that was reviewed by the New York Times. For videos considered to be in the public interest, YouTube raised the threshold, the amount of offending content permitted, to half a video from a quarter of a video. That's kind of an odd thing. Like, say, well, if a quarter of your video is offensive, then we got to pull it down.
All right.
The platform also encouraged moderators to leave up those videos, which would include city council meetings, campaign rallies, and political conversations. The policy distanced the platform from some of its pandemic practices, such as when it removed videos from local council meetings and discussions between Florida's governor, Ron DeSantis, and a panel of scientists citing medical misinformation. So first and foremost, Mally, what are your thoughts on this?
About fucking time, and also it's not a surprise. Like, yeah, they're just ducks falling in the row. Rumble was the standard that got set.
It says the expanded exemptions could politically benefit political commentators who lengthy videos blend news coverage with opinions and claims on a variety of topics, particularly as YouTube takes on a more prominent role as a leading distributor of podcasts. The policy also helps in video platform avoid attacks by politicians and activists frustrated by its treatment of content about the origins of COVID, the 2020 election, and Hunter Biden. So, and obviously the Hunter Biden stuff right there. So, yes. So, YouTube continuously updates its guidance for content moderators on topics surfacing in the public discourse. It retires policies that no longer make sense, as it did in 2023 for COVID misinformation, which, by the way, I believe you still get little things underneath your video when you talk about COVID.
I don't know about that. I haven't really paid attention anymore, but I feel like it's just too little too late, to be honest, this stuff. Because how many people got nuked from YouTube? I got a lot of strikes on their channels.
And also,
Yeah.
COVID isn't the worry anymore. We don't have to worry about keeping these secrets anymore. X is free speech now. So,
Yeah.
okay, good for you, YouTube. People have already been making videos everywhere else. You're kind of late to the game, bro.
I pointed out in the chat, there's a lot of gotta go back to like Adam Krigler, right? Friend of the show, longtime host of the show. He had like 7, 8, 9,
something like that. A lot, more than 5 for sure.
Yeah, I mean he was killer, man. He got knocked down, and pretty much everything he got hit for was ultimately proven to be true. He was hit for medical misinformation. It was a joke, So rough stuff. Says this continues. Says recognizing the definition of quote public interest is always evolving. We update our guidance for these exceptions to reflect the new types of discussion we see on the platform today. Our goal remains the same: to protect free expression on YouTube while mitigating egregious harm. Right there. So
right, because words can hurt you.
Yes. So that's kind of where we're at right here. So you feel like this is a little too late, huh?
Oh yeah, 100% agree with Blabs on that. It's just we are in 2025 now, the dead center of 2025 now. It has been over 5 years since they told us it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve. And they lied and lied and lied, and they made us stay in our homes, and they made us criminals. They made us out to be criminals. They made us out to be violent, harmful people if we didn't want to wear a piece of paper over our mouth or accept an untested vaccine. There were so many things about that went wrong, and they are going to act like because they're not censoring it 5 years later that makes them better. I still hold just as much of a grudge against YouTube as I always have, if you ask me.
Yep, that's fair.
It's funny because I wonder if the self-censorship will go down a little bit. The idea, just
maybe for that, but not in general.
There have been a lot of instances where people have tied their tongue a little bit to make sure that they can stay up on YouTube.
We do that too. We can say grape or like PDF or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can't say.
Yeah.
Shout out YouTube.
And that's the thing too, is that's why I find it so fucking stupid, because like we said earlier, words can't hurt anybody, so you're being dumb. But also, people are gonna find a way to communicate. People are gonna figure it out. They're gonna PDF, like they're gonna find ways to say whatever the fuck they want to say. So playing this pussyfoot dance around game as if you're actually helping or saving anyone is stupid. You're just wasting everyone's time and infuriating your audience.
What's the most egregious thing that you think like YouTube censored over the last five years
COVID.
or so? Was it COVID, you think?
Yeah, that was huge. The election all tied up together.
COVID. Because I mean, I grew up, there was H1N1, there was so many other like major viruses that came out that worried everybody that y'all had to go get your vaccine before you could go back to school for. But COVID's the one that made social media start silencing you. That's weird. I think that is easily the biggest issue, because that sends up so many red flags right off the bat. Like, this should have just been treated like the seasonal cold that it was, the seasonal flu that it was, not
not a freaking
a
pandemic. Shut down everything. Everyone lose their jobs, money. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Somebody up in government wanted to live through a fucking Purge movie, so they made this, and that it just pisses me off.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll see kind of what happens over the next 3, 6, 9 months, years, if COVID, or if you can speak freely about things like that, COVID, because apparently COVID's coming back. It's been 5 years, been long enough for people to forget. I still go back to like just how broken people have been over the last 5 years.
There were 2 people sitting by me on the plane here wearing masks. I'm like, but why? Seriously, why? I don't get it.
The chat actually had a good point. I think that they have a good point. The 2020 election and January 6th were also some major lies that are still being.
I tie that all together.
Probably.
Like the whole entire year of 2020 is just one giant kerfuffle.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to see how the history books get written.
Oh yeah. I want to see those textbooks in school.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this episode being dinged by YouTube.
Demonetized. We're literally watching it here.
Hey, Hidden Jim Gamer says, "Hey, Craig, as a longtime fan of yours since the Screw Attack days, I hope that that when you have time, you can check out my review of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Jerk." Spoiler alert, it sucked. 2.5 out of 10. That's the Great Circle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hidden Jim Gamers, and thanks so much for becoming a member again. Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, great stuff. Spaz. Hey, Harriet Tubman came in, Blabs.
All right, Harriet Tubman for 5. Still can't say soft A. I need to be able to properly address my bros like Craig's 12-year-old son he has on the show. Pow, pow, gang, gang, Tubbs out.
Thanks, Harriet.
No problem,
Appreciate that. It's good. Also, Tenarian came in over here, Blabs.
Oh, right. Narrate for 10. I just noticed that my jiggle physics setting in the first Descendant was only set to medium.
Oh, no.
I'm about to fix that little blunder and enjoy the game a bit more than usual. Which reminds me, Blabs, my dear, I'd like the usual Pappy clip, please. I can do that. I can give you Pappy. Hang on, please.
She can give you Poppy.
Where are you, little girl? Hang on. There she is.
Thanks, Tenarian.
Boom.
There you go. Look, she's going to run up and give you some coffee.
Oh, yeah, and something else, I think.
I hadn't seen that one. That was weird.
That's Pappy.
It's like uncomfortable Instagram girls approaching me.
Yep. Hey, Jimmy says, let's test YouTube's new policy and mention most of the... Yes, right. Yeah, you cannot. 100%.
Yeah, well, no.
Yes.
Ew, chat's like coffee and cream. Oh.
Gross. All right, like I said, we'll get to the rest of your supers here in just a little bit. First, let's move on and talk about a little bit of Nintendo here. Did you see that Nintendo has sold over 3.5 million Switch 2s in the first 4 days? They're selling, which is the fastest selling Nintendo console in history, which is says a lot here. Yeah, the highest.
You didn't buy one, did you?
Fuck no.
I didn't have any plans to buy one, and then my wife picked one up on a whim, going to Target, and there was just like one hanging out. I was like, just get it, And we did
You guys were able to snag it out and about. I figured they'd all be snatched.
Just in the middle of the day. Just in the middle of the day.
Weird.
But what's interesting is there's a YouTuber named Plain Rock 124, and he went out and he picked up his Nintendo Switch 2 and was very excited to get it. He has 2.5 million subscribers. 2.5 million subscribers over on YouTube. And I think what he does is he just breaks a lot of stuff. That's kind of his bit here.
How an expensive YouTube channel, I must say.
His bio says everything.
What's his bio? Everything's
Everything's gonna be dust one
day.
day. So why not board smash or weirdly flex everything while they're still here?
There you go.
All right, you do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So naturally, he went out and got
desire.
he went out and got a Switch 2 and promptly wrecked it. So here we go. Here's the video of this, literally leaving the San Francisco store.
What are you doing? I'm so glad I get to be the first person to do this. Oh no, my God. Aaron did it. Oh my God. Aaron did it.
At this point, why would people care?
At
Like, I would give up 10 seconds in. Oh, it's done. Okay, it's done. He's just beating a brick. Like,
he's doing his best. It's kind of what he does here. Here you go. Oh my God, it's plain rock.
Oh my God.
Yep. You need friends. No, I agree.
Oh my God. First Switch 2 broken. Yeah. Get it on the 3DS. Yes. So worth it.
Wait, why did the police tell him to stop?
yeah.
Maybe he's a Nintendo fan and it was hurting him. No, stop.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, why would a police officer tell him to stop destroying his own property?
Well, maybe because he's out in public. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking it was some type of riot.
Yeah, maybe he was
happening.
being a disruption in public and they just needed to, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
because he was definitely riling people.
No, well, okay, but hold on. This doesn't make any sense at all because it's yours. Like,
Well,
it's
there's 20 more
yours.
seconds. Maybe they'll tell him.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Wait, about to get in line to get another one.
No?
Are you serious?
Thank you very much. You too. And I'll see you guys later with more. Bye.
Okay.
That's so stupid. I'm sorry. What kind of content is that? That's like peak brain rot right there.
It is, but if the money that he makes from the videos pays back what he spent on the Switch, then and then he's only making profit, and he did exactly what we all hate him to do. But rage bait is successful.
Yep, you are 1000% correct.
It's sad.
And allow
It
me to
makes
kind
me
of
cringe too, but also, bro lost $1,000 that day. So
no, bro invested $1,000 that day.
you're right. I don't know how
Right?
much you made back. You're right. You're right.
So let's just kind of put this in perspective here. Bro on his channel put his video up, 400,000 views on that, right? So let's just do a little bit of math on this, right?
Wow, it's been 2 months since his last post too. So I wonder what he makes.
Yeah. So it was about $3 per every 1,000 views, maybe $2.50 for every 1,000 views, right? For here. So what's 400 times 2.5? I mean, he's definitely made over $1,000, right? And when you look at his social blade on this, I mean, he went up 10,000 subscribers from it. So it's strictly marketing. Honestly, kind of genius, you know? Go in and just destroy it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to put it out there. And
we're helping him by talking about it.
1,000%. Yeah. I mean, you know, does millions of views every month.
Wow.
Done very, very well for himself.
That's kind of what I do by just going on the internet and saying the shit I do. It's like shock value, you know? It's like people don't expect it, so they watch.
But the bigger question here is apparently he's been banned from the Nintendo store after destroying the Switch 2 with a hammer.
Allegedly banned.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, how are you going to ban him from the store?
Probably
He got
because
two.
he's coming right out of it and disrupting the
So what?
Switch right in front of the store.
But he didn't destroy it in the store. He
Yes.
didn't harass employees. He made 2 large purchases in the same night. That's a weird but good customer.
I'm 100% with you on that. I don't even know why you would be banned from that. It says the well-known YouTuber said, he wrote, "Not kidding. They said I was the first person that's banned from the store." Why? For spending buying 2 Switches? Like you can do whatever you want once you own it.
Yeah.
It's your console.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that. They probably just didn't want like other people buying it and destroying stuff. So like, you know what, you're banned, and that's kind of like a lesson learned to anyone else.
What's it matter?
But yeah, I'm kind
It's
of on the
theirs.
same people,
I
like
don't
I
know.
don't like it either, but just as I have the right to look away, he has a right to smash it on the sidewalk.
And on top of this happened.
I think it's a PR move. It's like Chess says, it's the look. Like it's not a good look.
This happened in San Francisco of all places.
I'm surprised that he's the first one banned from San Francisco. Like
Yeah, in San Francisco, that is wild.
yeah.
The idea that you're gonna be banned for anything in San Francisco is there's freaking drugs left and right. Like you're gonna run from the cops for breaking something that you own.
Also, I don't know that it would be bad PR. Think about it. You're worried about a guy burning through all of the stock that's at the San Francisco store. Are you going to race out to go buy one?
Yeah?
I don't know. It's just like this guy is bringing more attention to the Switch 2 than I've had my attention on it in weeks. They already pissed me off at the price point. This guy brought my eyes back to it. Maybe not for good reasons, but brought me back.
It is all alleged too that he's banned, right? It's like he said, she said. No actual statement. So maybe he wasn't banned. Maybe they just asked him to leave, like go away now. You can come back another day or some shit, you know?
Yeah, it is very much a he said, she said type thing.
That's
But that's what he does is he get things and he breaks things. And that's, like you can't be mad if that's his gimmick. Like that's literally what he does.
Gosh, I would be so curious to know like how much his profit is on a regular basis because the 2 video, like it was 2 videos before the one that we were looking at that he did that in. It's like all the ways to break a Nintendo Switch, and he had like 25, 50. He's like, how many of these things does he just go through? How much money has he given Nintendo? That's crazy.
Right.
He's the #1 fan.
Yeah,
my gosh, how freaking insane.
We know.
Nuts. All right. Jacob says he's destroying stuff on someone else's property. It's the city's property.
Yeah.
It's public, yeah.
Public. There's nothing private about that. They have no right.
Malio, the best reactions and expressions. How nice is that? That's good. That's wonderful. Miku says, why not go to another bathroom?
What?
Well, because trans people actually rejected the option for a 3rd bathroom. That was a proposed idea, and that was rejected. So that's why they don't have their own bathroom.
Oh, okay. Grolgar says, you don't own the Switch 2. You're just leasing it. Here you go.
Fair.
True.
All right. And Blabs, can you read this from Tenarian, please?
Tenarian says, it blows my mind hearing about how the rest of the world reacted to COVID as if it was some zombie apocalypse. Here, we simply washed our hands a bit more frequently and carried on as usual. Never even saw a mask till tourists start flooding in again. Where's Tenarian from?
He's middle of the ocean.
Right. Okay. Good for you for avoiding all that.
All right. Also, Reese came in for the 5, says, don't you know that you don't own your hardware? If Nintendo can shut your Switch 2 off whenever they want, you don't own what you paid for. Thanks, Reese.
That's fair.
And can you read that, please, Blabs?
Cat. It was probably because of him pouring water on a lithium battery powered device. It could be dangerous.
Okay, we'll give you the benefit. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one for sure. Okay, let's go and move on and talk about this insane story here, Mally. Now, I'm sure you didn't see this. There was an event over the past weekend called Summer Games Fest. And it's a big event put on by Jeff Keighley, #1 video game journalist of all time, who gets all the developers together and they like announce their upcoming games and things like that. And there's a game called Splitgate 2 that was announced. Now, I'm going to show you what this guy looked like who announced this game. And you tell me if there's anything that you notice here about this guy here. Okay. He's on stage. He has the microphone. Would you notice anything about him in particular, Mally? I know maybe your screen might be. What do you notice?
He's cool.
He's cool.
Because he's wearing a MAGA hat.
Well, he's not wearing a MAGA hat. He's wearing a Make FPS Great Again hat.
Oh,
right?
That's sick.
So, and he goes on, make first-person shooters great again. He goes on to say this.
I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
So he goes on and he's like kind of roasting the industry and talking and promoting his game, right? So naturally, Mally, people freak out about this. His hat said, "Make FPS great again." How dare he? How dare he have something that says, "Make blank great again," right?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And here he was right here afterwards, giving a nice thumbs up with his Make FPS Great Again hat right here.
Dope hat. Yeah.
Says, "I'm not here to apologize, but I'm here to clarify. This is not a political statement. It is quite literally what it says. So take it at face value. The state of FPS games is tragically stale. We hope to fix that, whether you want arena, battle royale, onslaught, or map creator." He's like, look, deal with it. Right?
Dude thought it was a funny slogan to rip into his own thing. Cool.
Yep. And he's not here to apologize.
Yeah,
not at all.
good for him.
Not at all.
Good.
Until he is.
Oh my
because yesterday, yesterday he came in and had to apologize.
It is a 3-minute video for a hat. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So let's go and see what he had to say here, and we'll speed it up a little bit. No excuses. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Ian. You're probably tired of seeing my face by now, but I promise this message is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. So I've got a lot of questions about what's up with the hat, why'd you wear it, what was the intent? And I want to start by explaining myself. It is really freaking hard as an independent studio to break through the noise. You go to these award shows. We saw it at TGA's. We had this great trailer, and there's 50 other great trailers, and didn't really have an impact. And so at our biggest stage, coming out of beta, we needed something to grab attention. And the honest truth is, we tried to think of something, and this is what we came up with. We did not intend for this to be taken in any political way whatsoever. And I'm not an idiot. Like, obviously, I knew there would be some level of controversy, but we really saw this as a meme that was kind of stating our truth, which is we do want to improve this genre. We are disappointed with the state of the genre. And so we took it as a meme that we thought would not be nearly as received the way it was, negatively received as the way it was. And so I want to apologize. And genuinely, you can pretend, you don't have to believe me. But the truth is I am sorry. And the reason I'm sorry is because of what this has done to the community. The most important thing to me right now is I want to have an amazing community. That is the reason that I built 1047. That's the reason I love my job, is because I wake up every day. I have friends in the community, Mikavelli, Tovar, all these great people who I play games with, who I get their feedback, I talk to them. I mean, these are the people who got us through the dark times. And I hate seeing division. And that's what I'm seeing right now on both sides. There's division in the community. And for that, I am truly sorry. And again, I'll reiterate, I do stand by the intent of this, which is the intent truly is, take it at face value. We do want to improve this genre. We do feel that the genre is in a bad state, and we want to make FPS games as amazing as possible. But I also understand that it's not just about intent, it's about impact. And the platform that we have had has had a negative impact, and for that, I'm truly sorry. Yeah, I mean, I wish things were different, and I appreciate all the feedback.
You're
that's
a
all I got,
pussy.
guys. But-
Sorry, but you're a fucking pussy. You just sat there and you fucking caved over a hat that you knew had no meaning to it. You want to know the reason that I don't feel bad about any of the fucking videos I make? Because I have never once put negative, malicious intent behind the words that I say. I am mad about what's going on in the government. I'm upset with the choices people make. I am not maliciously attacking anybody. So for this guy to go out and wear a hat that says make FPS great again and then feel the compulsive need to apologize for it, bro, did you go out intending to hurt people with it? Because if not, shut up! You don't owe anyone an apology. You're being a cuck. God.
You're right. 100%. You're right. And the idea that he's apologizing to people who aren't playing his game, who won't play his game. And this idea of division, look, he's not wrong. He's not wrong in that it's very hard to cut through the noise.
Yeah.
He's not.
It was a smart move. He just shouldn't have apologized for it, because now he's undone all of it. Now nobody cares.
1000%. He's gone out of his way to ostracize not just the people who hated him in the first place for wearing the hat. Now he's all the people who were like, oh, that's cool, and all the people who were indifferent. Now he's shown his true colors here, which is the biggest issue with that.
Yeah, you wanted that to be an attention grabber. You kind of killed the attention grabby part by being a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So.
Well, I wanted to point out some of the responses to this. Now, this is from Arter. He is one of the guys behind this game called Soulash 2. Soulash 2 was the attempt of a cancel culture campaign not too long ago. And he quote tweeted this. He says, "This is what you don't do as a leader. If you can't stand up for yourself with something as insignificant as a meme hat and fold under online pressure, you just showed all your employees and business partners that you're weak and unreliable. If anyone he's responsible for under his leadership, or any partner gets in trouble for nothing, this guy will join the mob of spoiled brats and apply pressure by cutting ties, like many of my old quote friends did. You will lose your job under him if anyone knows you vote right wing. You will lose a partnership if you participate in a public discourse saying something a radical moron living in a bubble thinks is inappropriate. Zero respect for people like him. They continue to make hard times for everyone." Right here. I think that's a brilliantly said statement right there. So Polish dude right there. Good stuff. This from someone else, TGD over on X's. If you get offended over a make FPS great again hat, you're the biggest bitch known to man, and I'll die on that hill.
Fucking retweet, man. Yes.
It's amazing to see that even in 2025, people are still like his idea of like, I don't want to divide anybody. Don't divide anybody. Well, then you probably shouldn't have done that in the first place. You need, like, controversy works to grow your brand, right? And in this case, it worked. I mean, there was a massive jump, a 3x jump in player base on his game. And my thought, as always, is the market will decide. So let's see how it's going here. Some of the reviews and the number of people who are playing the game right now. It had an all-time peak, Mally, 5 days ago after this with 25,000 players. And you can see it was pretty steady for the last few days. And then he apologized and it's dropped off. And if you look at the time here, yesterday, this was right now at 5 o'clock UTC, or I'm sorry, 1700 UTC. There's 8,000 players playing. Let's go back 24 hours just to kind of take a look here. They're down 3,000 players compared to where they were yesterday. And this is a free-to-play game, which means that's 3,000 less customers that they have spending money on their game. potentially helping them get to a point of profitability and such. So ultimately, the market will decide, and people are not super happy. And it's a shame because this is a game that looks really, really fun. It has portals in it, and you can go from various places on the map. It looks really, really fun. But this idea that you have to cater to anytime somebody's upset or somebody's divided or somebody doesn't see eye to eye on certain things. I just don't understand it. Like this idea that you can't have a different opinion, or you can't think it a certain way, or you can't vote a certain way, specifically in the video game industry. Otherwise, you're labeled as an istophobe, whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Blabs, you got anything on that?
I still am going to try the game out. I don't really care about the whole controversy around it. If it's a good game, it's a good game. I think he shouldn't have done it in the first place. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't think he should have done it?
No, because now of all this bullshit going around it, it's around the messaging of the game. You completely take away from the game itself. If he had done it in the first place and he didn't make the apology, fine. But he did, so now it's useless to do it in the first place. In my opinion.
No, I get that. Yeah, it's like he knew going into that he didn't have the balls to do a stuff like
he
that.
even said it was controversial. So it's like, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. You could have thought of something else more unique.
Bro, you got to handle the heat that comes with it. Like it's a dual thing.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of the first game. It was interesting to me. So I kind of want to see how this one goes. If it's bad, I won't play it. It's pretty much that simple. But yeah, I do want to point out that somebody in the Rumble chat said this pretty well from Mock. He says, to be frank, the drop-off could also be just because there's less hype around the announcement, not necessarily the apology, which is true. It could just be no one really knew about this game. It's kind of going under the radar. So, yeah.
Well, you see the responses here from a lot of folks, and this is a tale as old as time in a situation like this where you go like, what are you doing? Don't apologize. You can't apologize, because when you apologize to people who, they're just going to take you out at the knees, and there's no reason. They already don't like you, and you apologizing isn't going to make them like you or play your game. It's a lose-lose situation. And Colin Moriarty over here, who's been in the industry for a long time, Last Stand Media, used to be at Kind of Funny. He says, why are you apologizing? The industry's old media ideologues, what's left of them, have literally no power anymore. You don't need to appease them. It's not 2015. You're free. Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers says, never apologize. You just have to up big time. This is why I go overboard with my Trump support, because I will never let these freaks determine who or what I support. I'll just become more obnoxious when they cry. F your feelings forever. So the response to this has been, a lot of this. Like, what are you doing? And I guess we'll find out here in the next week or so, especially specifically this weekend, if there's a huge jump in player base or if it falls off a cliff. This weekend will be very, very important. So, it's nuts. It's nuts to see that even in 2025 we're still dealing with this. Mary says 2 things can be true at once. The woke crowd are retarded for going after Ian Prohl, and he is a bit of a douche for calling out COD when his new game has egregious monetization. Yeah, I'll tell you this. The monetization structure on that was a mess. Hidden Gamer says, I got COVID 3 times, and all I got was a bad headache. But when I got what's that say, Blabs?
When I got
cocksexy,
every inch of my body felt like it was being assaulted by Brazilian bullet ants. I almost had to cut off one of my toes.
Oh wow, Jesus!
I don't know what I just read, but thanks.
Spaz. That's really messed up. Yikes. Hey, we got Modest came in and says, hey, bada bing! Switch is a piece of crap. PC Master Race, Nintendo drools, PC rules, PC does what Nintendo don't. Now that I got that out of my system. Arrivederci, mi amigos. Yes, I know it's Spanish, Blabina.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. We got a few other stories, but we'll hit those tomorrow. Let's get some super chats real fast. Do we have any specifically for Mally?
Not that I saw specifically, no.
Okay. All right. Well, Mally, if you want to roll, you're more than welcome to roll then. Get the heck out of here.
All right, I guess I'll dip.
No, you're more than welcome to stay if you like, or you can roll whatever you like.
I think I got breakfast waiting for me, so I'm going to leave you guys this time.
Go get it. Go get that breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. Go check out Mally over on Rumble. Link is down below, and you can find her over on X as well, where she will infuriate all the people that need to be infuriated. So,
yes.
Mally, appreciate you. Have a good week. Okay, we'll catch you in a
Thanks,
couple.
Allie.
Bye, guys. Good luck, Blabs.
Bye. Oh, thank you. Bye.
All right, let's get to some supers, guys. Thank you very much for your support. I don't know why our counter stopped working over on
Shout out YouTube. They
Yeah.
heard us talking smack about it, and I was like, how about no?
How about no, Scott?
Yeah.
But thank you guys very much. I don't know why it stopped working, but let's go ahead and get to some supers real fast. And quick reminder, if you guys haven't yet, open up a new tab right now and join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. We'd love for you guys to join us by using the promo code COUCH, COUCH. Get $30 off your annual membership, because this weekend we have King of the Couch. That is why Blabs is here. That is why Phoenix is here. That is why everybody will be. Dez is flying in tomorrow. And then we have everybody else flying in. Eric is flying in on Friday. We got Lumpy Potato. We got Wicked Virtue. Quarter Black Garrett will be joining us. And maybe a few surprises or two. Make sure you guys tune in for that. That's King of the Couch on Saturday. So join us. Use promo code COUCH at Side Scrollers Plus. All right, Blabs, what do we got?
Mine's not working.
Oh, okay.
Okay. At the very bottom, Fan Survey Lover for One says, make fan service great again. I'm fair with that. Mercenary says, someone talked to Ian, and I mean talked. Gun to his head, Jesus. Hidden Gem Gamer says, remember when PlayStation 3 came out and some dude smashed it for a site called smashymyplaystation3.com? People there thought it was fun back in 2006. What happened?
So we actually broke Xbox back in 2006 as well.
Too sad.
It was a broken Xbox.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, damn, bro. Poke for one says, remember Velma? It was so bad leftist people were saying it had to be a right-wing psyop. Go make leftists look bad. Not bad. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's going with their Trump support. I am same with the guy that left me on a note on my car that I had to give to police. They want you dead. All right, thank you. Wes says, interesting fact, Sweden and Belarus didn't have COVID lockdowns. They're among the few countries that didn't lock down. Thank you very much. Auntie says, trans in the military demanding to live in birthing with females. No surgery required to pretend in the military. One of the many reasons we are removing them. That's wild. Red Bandana Gaming, aka Logan, says, I identify as a turtle or the ninja variety. Of course you do. Yeah, seriously. Yes. Retro Master says, on another topic, Mally, sorry, this one came in right after she left.
No, it was there earlier. You just missed it.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, bad producer. Mally, have you seen Lilo and Stitch? No, she hasn't. If so, what did you think of it? And is there a chance the sequel can make improvements? So she has not seen it. I can verify that. So we can't answer the rest of it. Gear says, so I heard about that flip-flop called Relooted. The Whites does a better job calling the Phantom Thieves. Beat that, wannabes. Aramis says, there was a case last year in San Juan where a transgender entered a restaurant restroom whilst a mother and a child, a minor, was in. Never knew the outcome, but do remember reading. Police got involved quick. Interesting.
Yes.
Taker says, did you guys discuss the Dursleys casting? Did the movies just cast actors who were older than they should have been a lot of roles? Okay, so I can answer this really, really fast. So no one actually knew the age of the characters until a couple books in. So when they were casting for Sorcerer's Philosopher's Stone, J.K. Rowling didn't tell them that Lily died when she was 21 years old. And so everyone was just cast up. Or they also cast with Alan Rickman, did the whole same age group. So everyone was older. And I have thoughts later on next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Reese for 5 says, last night the strawberry moon rose again, something that takes place once every 18 years. However, Zelda fans will know it has something else and grown at the unskippable cutscene. That was a strawberry moon. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it was the thing last night.
What does it look like? Pink?
Yeah, it's like a low moon. Yes.
Okay. Anyway, Wisp for one says, at least your mouth wasn't open.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Anyway.
Because we'll show some more Photoshop things that I tweeted out a little bit ago, so you guys can check that out. Just a minute.
Wes says, speaking of the protests they have spread to Texas, are you going to go do on-the-ground coverage for Plus? Oh, dear.
Yeah, they're not going to last long here.
No. Not far today, Blabs. It's an Wes list. Thanks. That's part half that is. Canna for one says, my favorite Game Boy Advance game, Mega Man Battle Network 5. I had Team Colonel, I keep being Colonel. Colonel, friend had Team Pro to Min, and we use Pro Action Replay to access all the Japan exclusive content. I 100% completed the game, and then someone wiped my save file because they thought not yours, don't touch rules didn't apply to them. Dude, I'm sorry, that sucks. Commodore fan says Freddy's steak burger fry sauce is awesome.
You know, I want to give you guys some shocking news that I learned yesterday.
I know.
Guys, I'm sorry to break this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, when I took Phoenix and Blabs out to lunch, Blabs said she wanted a sandwich. And I said,
I like sandwiches.
I said, hey, Blabs,
Hey.
how about we go get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich? And Blabs said, and I quote, what's that?
I mean, I know I've heard of it, but I've never had it, so. At least I don't think I've ever had it.
She had no idea what a Philly cheesesteak sandwich was.
You have to go to Philly for that?
No.
I don't know. Anyway.
So today I'm taking you to Olive Garden where you will get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
I thought we were going to Buc-ee's.
I know, I'm just kidding. We're going to Buc-ee's.
Like, what the hell, man?
She's never heard, never even had a Philly cheesesteak. So even in Texas, I will get you a good Philly.
Can I have a chicken fried steak thing again?
It was good. Yeah. Chicken fried steak is good.
Nom, nom,
yes.
nom, nom.
Yes. I listen, I'm with you, Spike. He says, what planet is Blabs on? I don't even know. It's crazy.
Earth.
Anyways, yeah, we need to get you some Freddy's burger as well.
Okay. Jagged says burley sauce, a version of Utah fry sauce. Only way to eat fries. And World says, with all this food talk, I'm sure Blabs is hungry for Olive Garden. I'm hungry, but not for Olive Garden. Wiss says, Craig, what the actual Maxim tomato?
Yeah, it's my fault.
Hannah says, new idea. Get Kirsche to do a Kirby funathon, and for every $1 in super chat, she gives a ketchup bottle a shake.
Oh my gosh.
God.
He's
Ew.
shaking all the time.
Yeah. Hannah also says, please, everyone know that the best thing to put on fries is gravy and cheese curds. Like poutine? We're just going to make a poutine. Okay.
Poutine?
Poutine. En français. Psycho says, for 2, this is the best condiment. Chick-fil-A. Yeah,
Chick-fil-A
image.
sauce.
Saint for 1 says, Kirby and Hoover vacuum would make more sense, right? That'd be a fun partnership. Auntie says, mango habanero goes well on everything. Blabs, your palest Italian ever. Get tan, lady. Okay, so I get tan actually really, really well. Just sit in the sun. Rudy says, I'm still holding out on hope we get a Concord bucket.
That ain't happening.
Google cocksucker is the most painful thing ever. I don't want to know what that is. And Commodore says, let's see some of the faux shop memes, Craig.
Okay, you will. Sounds good. Let's get to it. Let's see what some of those memes are. Blabs, you want to see some
I have not seen them, so I'm surprised. Let's show me.
Where did it go?
Is Twitter being Twitter and not showing your stuff again?
Yeah, there you go. Let's just take these right here and see what we got here.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all's support today, guys. Once again, King of the Couch this weekend. Join us over at Plus. So once again, if you're just joining, this was Blab's chances. She was trying to burn me here.
That's right.
Feel free to Photoshop Craig's phone. I said, yeah, well, how about you Photoshop the microphone directly in front of Blab's mouth?
Rude.
Look, I don't make the rules.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. It's ridiculous.
Rude.
Let's do this right here. There we go.
So much for protecting the internet, child.
Yeah, sounds good. So Mally came in with that one. That was very nice here.
Yes.
Then we have this from Hypnotic.
Ew, where's all my news?
It's one of these things right here.
Yikes.
Thank you, Hypnotic. Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, you're gonna get here for later.
Dan over here farting on the mic, which is good.
Boring.
It's good. We have the mic. We got Mike Wazowski's here.
That's funny.
That's great. Thank you.
Ew.
Oh wow.
That's terrifying.
That needs to stop.
No.
Oh, you got
the perfect woman. Am I right?
Jesus. We got a corn dog.
All right.
It's weird. I'm just over here staring what's going on. Oh, that's good. We got a hot dog face here. And of course, naturally, it's a pickle.
That's a cucumber.
Okay. Multiple microphones here. This is kind of weird. Commodore fan. Thank you very much for that. Don't even want to continue with that.
Ew, that's terrifying.
Somehow you turned into a trans guy.
Yeah, I'm a real boy.
And then you got a monkey. That's nice.
I like that one. That one's funny.
That's good. Oh, that's the nice big thing there. And I somehow changed. Maybe they swapped your face or something. That's weird.
Ew.
Bizarre.
Olive Garden.
That's how you.
Ew. What's wrong? What, a giraffe?
I don't know. What just happened right there. And look.
Oh, it's Stubby.
There he is right there.
Elf.
That's
fine.
wonderful. Oh.
Ew. That is gross.
That is the worst horrible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Holding a bag of milk, ice cream.
Thank you guys very much for your wonderful. Oh, look, there's it looks like a younger DSP.
It's
over
like
here.
a clean version of DSP.
That's right, a happy version. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for your efforts there.
Yeah.
That's fun to see.
Mhm.
Graham came in.
Oh, right, me. Okay, because shame on you, Blabs, for putting cucumber in tacos, but not knowing what a cheesesteak is. Shame. Is it just a cheesesteak, like cheesecake? Rings bell, shame. Rings bell, shame. And continue until she's eaten a heaven on a bun. Montez.
Yes, Graham, you get it.
And Joey for 10 says, honestly, the only things that have me hyped are Mario Kart Legacy, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Resident Evil 9, OG Resident Evil 2 and 3 coming to PlayStation Plus, and Xbox handheld consoles. The rest is a bit nah.
There you go, Joey.
Thank you very much, Joey.
Excellent. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. We are T-minus 3 days away.
Oh, we got one more over on Plus from Crumbs for $1 saying, did you make Blabs a lasagna soup?
No, not yet. I need to ask my wife for that.
I'm good,
Make
thank
sure
you.
she does that.
I'm good.
But guys, thank you again. 3 days away from King of the Couch. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. It's going to be great exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus.
Aha! Kick. We added diced cucumbers on our tacos here in Juarez, too.
Yeah, I'm sure your dad is native to Juarez. And
You
he
never
was
know.
thinking about that.
Why not? It's a real taco.
Okay.
You guys are just mad.
No,
Not
we're
just
not.
jelly.
We're not at all. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys later on. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. King of the Couch on Saturday. Big day for us. Hopefully, it's a big day for you guys, too. We're going to be a great time. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Bye.